Greetings, I'm Dr. Julie Dodd, and I'd like to welcome you to the University of Florida teaching team. The University of Florida has more than 50,000 students and has thousands of faculty, adjuncts, and teaching assistants like you to help it accomplish its important teaching mission. I hope you're going to enjoy your experience teaching at the University of Florida and that your students will too. I appreciate the University Center for Excellence in Teaching for inviting me to be part of your orientation. I want to offer a few tips for having a successful start to the semester, but first I wanted to tell you a little bit about my own experience teaching at the University of Florida. During my 28 years of teaching at the University of Florida, I taught more than 11,000 students. I taught a required writing course in the College of Journalism and Communications, and every semester had several hundred students and usually about a dozen writing labs that were coordinated by teaching assistants and adjunct faculty. This is a photo from the lecture portion of the course where I'm interviewing a guest speaker, and two of my teaching assistants are sitting on stage helping coordinate a live tweeting event that we were doing as a class. Over the years, I worked with more than 200 teaching assistants. Working with those TAs was one of the best parts of my job. They helped make a large course more personal for the students, and they also enabled me to do some creative activities with the students. I created an online version of that course for UF Online, so I'm aware of some of the rewards and some of the challenges of teaching a course online. I taught the course's graduate course on teaching. I created a website with examples of best practices and teaching materials, and I'd encourage you to check it out, as well as checking out the great resources that are available at the University Center for Teaching Excellence website. I serve on the University of Florida's Graduate Student Teaching Awards Committee. Every year, we observe dozens and dozens of great teaching assistants and then select the top 20 to be recognized by the university. I've observed in a wide range of courses from chemistry and physics labs to 3D art to computer coding, Black psychology, and environmental studies. I've seen great teaching happening in classrooms, auditoriums, labs, studios, in the field, and online. Being an excellent teacher starts now, even before the semester begins, with this TA orientation. This is a photo from last year's orientation with 400 teaching assistants and a large university auditorium. This year's orientation looks very different. Here I am in my workout and yoga space, and you're, well, wherever you are. Some of how you teach this year is going to be different because of COVID-19, but there's steps you can take right now for whether you're teaching online, face-to-face, or a hybrid course of what you can be doing to be prepared to start the semester. So I have 5 tips for you on how to prepare to start the semester. So step number 1, you want to meet with your teaching supervisor. Your teaching supervisor is going to be able to provide a context for you and guidance in teaching the course, and also can be an excellent reference for you when the time comes that you're graduating and moving on to the job market. If you don't know who your teaching supervisor is, contact your graduate advisor or your department chair to find out, and then reach out to your supervisor to set up a meeting via Zoom, phone, or in person. Step number 2, learn about the course you're going to be teaching. You can find that out by reading the description of the course in UF's online course catalog, talking to your teaching supervisor, and also talking to TAs who've taught the course before. You'll be able to find out what are the major goals for the course and how does the course fit into UF's overall curriculum. Step number 3, find out about your teaching duties. You want to talk to your supervisor about what the expectations are for you. Those expectations vary depending on the kind of course you're teaching. You could be supervising labs, you could be giving presentations, grading student work, meeting one-on-one with students, or uploading materials to the course management system. Whether you're going to be teaching online, in person, or a hybrid, you're going to be using Canvas, UF's course management system. You want to check out the tutorials that are available to you to learn how to use Canvas as a teacher. Step number 4, learn about your students. You can do this by talking to your supervising teacher and talking to other TAs who've taught the course. You want to find out, why are the students taking the course? What background do they have in the field before they're entering your class? And also, what are the typical concerns that students have when they take the course? And once the semester begins, you want to find out about your own students and learn their names. By learning about your students, that can help you incorporate examples that are going to be more meaningful to them within your course and creating more of a sense of community. Step number 5, read the course syllabus. This semester, you probably won't be developing your own syllabus. You're going to be using the syllabus created by your teaching supervisor. A good course syllabus is going to be able to answer a lot of questions for the students and for you too as the teacher. You're going to be able to find out about the assignments and deadlines. You'll also be able to find out about course policies like absences and turning in late work. Read the syllabus and then ask your supervisor if you have any questions. So that's 5 steps now on getting ready to start the semester. 1, meet with your teaching supervisor. 2, learn about the course. 3, learn about your duties. 4, learn about the students. And 5, read the course syllabus. Taking those 5 steps will help you be better prepared for a good start to the semester. I asked 3 of my former doctoral students who are now on university faculties to offer some advice based on their experience of teaching during the pandemic. Here are Dr. Christine Ashenfelter, Dr. Kevin Hull, and Dr. Courtney Alston when they were attending an academic conference last winter before the need for masks and social distancing. Dr. Courtney Alston is on the faculty at the University of North Carolina A&T State University. She encourages you to work on time management for yourself and for your students. She and her students use an app to schedule 15-minute conference times. Before the pandemic, she used that approach for scheduling face-to-face meetings with her students. She continues to use that same scheduling approach for meetings she now holds with students via Zoom. Learning time management and the value of boundaries are great lessons for students to learn, she says. Dr. Christine Ashenfelter is on the faculty at Middle Tennessee State University. She says that new TAs should never underestimate the power and comfort students find in an engaged teacher. She suggests that you write encouraging messages or record short videos and then post them to the course management site. She reminds you that you can't be available 24/7 for your students. Put language in the syllabus that indicates you will reply within a reasonable amount of time, say 24 to 48 hours. Schedule times to check your email once or twice a day, but not all day, and then take a day off. Dr. Kevin Hull is on the faculty at University of South Carolina. When all classes last spring went from face-to-face to online, he conducted a survey with his students to see how they were doing. He found the results of the survey to be so helpful to his teaching that he's going to use the survey with his students this fall, whether classes are online or in person. He said his best question was, "What concerns or questions do you have?" He created a video to help ease the students' anxiety by going through their questions and concerns. Once the semester starts, you can conduct a survey with your own students. COVID-19 has changed higher education and life in general. There are times where you're going to feel almost overwhelmed by it all, and your students are going to feel that way too. In my experience in times of crisis, I've found that students really appreciate an engaging course with interesting readings and purposeful assignments. A purposeful course can pull students, at least for a while, out of their worries, and they're going to feel a sense of accomplishment as they make progress through the semester. So my advice to you this year is to teach with enthusiasm and compassion. And don't expect perfection from the students or from yourself. Teaching can be so rewarding, even in challenging times. You're going to learn your subject area so much better because you're going to have to teach it. And you and your students are going to have that sense of accomplishment as you make progress through the semester. I wish you success in your teaching at the University of Florida.